here at Cohen's old school site. So it's just one of the few places along the Nullarbor that you can actually have a rest stop. So yeah, it's just the setup. Got the Dace awning. Yeah, I might look at selling this and getting a freestanding. I've already got the mounts on the roof rack ready. So yeah, I might go. I'll have a look. Bushwhacker or what's the other one? Outback Equipment. One of those. Alright, I'll give you guys a bit of insight on the setup. Haven't really shown the camping setup too much. So yeah, just got the awning. Yeah, I just brought the tent. I'll probably use it once or twice this trip. But that's the beauty of sort of having that dual setup. But anyway, so firstly, just rear seats all taken out. And then you can just have a look. It's quite a decent enough space. Just got the fridge there. Normally I have the fridge in the back there, but I like to sleep with my head that way for some reason. I think just it's a bit uneven here, and also getting in and out because I use this door to come out. So it's just easier having your head there and then your body laying here. I just don't want the fridge right in my face, so I've strapped it behind the driver's seat. Got these sort of just homemade, probably got to redo them, but I've had them for years. Just at Bunnings, literally just cut it out as best as I can. Didn't really do that good of a job, but it does what it's meant to, which is block out the sunlight. So you can see there's a little bit of obviously light coming through the suction cups. Couldn't really find any black ones, but look, that's still good enough. And then normally I just put like a windshield shade over there for the front windscreen. It is pretty dark, and honestly, like, the sleep is one of the best, you know, like it's completely dark, unlike my tent that I have. Maybe later I'll get drawers, and then that way the platform's a bit higher. But what I do right now is I literally just have my stuff in boxes. So that's my toolbox and all my, you know, oil filter, spanners, all in there. This is more my kitchen sort of setup with a cooker. Just a simple, nothing too fancy. Just some plates and cups and tea, coffee. Fill the jerry. Just rubbish. Just got, because it's a big trip, just got some oil coolant. Just got a jerry can that's full. It is a petrol, so a little bit thirsty. I mean, normally I get about 16 litres per 100, which is pretty good. And I did get it at the start of the trip. Even with 19, it's manageable. It's got LPG tank. I think it's a 90 litre or 85 litre. The most I've ever filled is about 77, 80 litres, so it must be about a 90 litre. Big tank at the back. So that's why I guess the previous owner has this, I think it's a Kmart sort of rear tyre carrier. It's pretty neat. Functional and looks almost OEM, like it's hidden within the bumper. It doesn't stick out like some other ones I've seen, which is really ugly. So yeah, spare in the back. That's all I need really. So I had to mount the plate just from the back as well. I've done a few things. It came with the tints already, but I just shaved the whole badges. Obviously 20 something year old car, all the badges are looking old and crusty. It's a 50th anniversary, so I took that off. Not really a fan of that maroon color badge. Got a new badge and repainted it black. I think just the black sort of just looks a bit stealthy, you know, given everything shaved. Just looks nice. I've got the late model 06, 07 taillights, LEDs. Beautiful. They look a lot better than... So these 105 petrols are the pre-facelift model, and they come with really, I reckon, really outdated looking lights. So the best way, cheapest way to just make the car look newer is to get some either late model or the mid cycle tail lights. So yeah, just got the badging, the big 4.5, best engine for the 105. You can argue, but come on, you know, I mean, this manual comes with the proper gearbox, which is a H151. So all those guys with the 1HZ, they've got the weaker box. So definitely this is the 105 to get, in my opinion. Yeah, it drinks a bit of petrol, but you're saving 10 grand in purchase price, and that buys you quite a bit of fuel. You know, just a bit of banter between the 105 boys, but yeah, one of the first things I did was actually, I really hate these are normally white, like they're color coded to the car. Not really a fan. They sort of make the car look a bit dated, and so yeah, just vinyl wrap. I was in pretty good condition, had about 260,000 Ks when I got it three years ago. Yeah, and I've done quite a bit to it, you know, just a few things to modernize it. Clear tails, obviously those the vinyl just makes everything look black, looks a lot newer. Kind of going for that Sahara sort of look. I painted the side skirts as well. Not a fan of that aluminium finish. It came with a snorkel. I don't think this is OEM, but I've seen quite a lot of 100 series 105s that have this, and it says Landcruiser. So maybe at the end of the day it works. So I not really a fan of the what do you call, stainless steel sort of look. It looks a bit too I don't know, ricey, I guess, or a bit too hoony. So I like that classic snorkel ram sort of intake. We'll go to the front. So yeah, quite a bit at the front. So yeah, with the front, quite a bit done to it. Pretty much the whole front end I've sort of given a new lease of life. So one of my favorite mods are these headlights. Obviously a couple of things you can do if you've got a 100 series or 105, they're all the same. If you got these facelifts, so 98 to 05, the two-piece, they come with really faded, sort of frosted headlights, and they really look dated, in my opinion. Very 90s style, and the light output is horrible. So you can do two things. You can get the one piece, which I do like, or you can get these glass, a lot more modern style clear lenses. These are actually what a lot of overseas 100 series have these clear lens two-piece headlights from factory. For some reason our ones, maybe with the ADR compliance, things like that. Bull bar, ARB, I think it's a deluxe bull bar, standard. Pretty much every 105 100 series has these, and to be honest, they look amazing. They're just a classic look. They are they're not too aggressive, but they do what I like. They do sort of have a bit of a, I guess, like a shark nose front end, and yeah, maybe, look, I haven't really seen another bar that I like. There's a lot of really, I guess, wild looking ones, or if I was to replace it, I'd definitely go hoopless. I know hoopless, it's not really giving you the protection, but I really like the look, to be honest, of a hoopless bar, but I just haven't found one that looks good. Yeah, look, these are the Kings. What are they? They're the new Kings. I can't remember the name, but they're a different style. They look more like the Baja design, which is sort of very modern, in my opinion. Everyone's, you know, from steady to light force, and the old Kings that I had, they were all, all similar. They're just the round, flat face, very, I guess, boring sort of light design. So I wanted something that was a bit more, I guess, aggressive, and yeah, I really like like I said, the Baja design lights, but yeah, I'm just don't think I want to spend that much money for them, so these are the next best thing. The only other thing I might want to do is just vinyl wrap yellow to yellow it out. And again, King's light bar. So the car came with, a much older light bar and spotties, but I just replaced them just to get the front end all more modern. Also the grille, so I repainted that to stock. It's like a black sort of color, so I repainted it to a bit more, I guess, a silver, and then sort of a gunmetal badge, just to make it more modern. The whole idea behind this is to make it subtle but modernize it a bit, late model, make it look a bit like a 05 or 06. Got rid of ambers and put some clears. Again, in my opinion, just adds to everything, makes the front end all nice. There's no winch, but maybe later I'll get a winch. Alright, so the wheels and tires and suspension now. So we'll start with the tires. Some Geolander Geo 15s all-terrains. They're in a 33 size, so 285, 75, 16, and they're mounted on a dynamic steel D-hole 16 by 8 with a neg 25. So I love the neg 25. Stock is obviously 0, but the neg 25 brings the whole wheel and tire out by 1 inch, and just gives it a nice sort of bulldog sort of stance. I'd love to even go the -50s, but I think that might just cause a bit more heat from the cops, and also just put a lot of stress on the bearings and all. So I think the neg 25s are perfect. I really like these steel D-hole shape. I think they're pretty cool. With the tires, obviously, when I first got them, I thought I'd be doing a lot more, I guess, highway and slight gravel. I actually have done a bit more like rocky sort of terrain and things like that, and I don't know, every time, I'm just worried, because these are more, I guess, of a highway focused all-terrain. I just get worried that I'll get side punctures and things like that. It's still a light truck construction, so you can see the LT, so it's strong, but yeah, I think soon I'll probably go either one size up, the 295 75 16s, which are 33.4, so they're about 0.6 bigger than these, just to look, make it still good, lightweight and good with the gearing, or just go straight to 35s or the 315 75s, which are 34.6. So yeah, I might go with probably having a look at KO3s, BF Goodrich, or Toyo Open Country AT3s. Heard a lot about them. So yeah, just something a little bit more, I guess, with aggressive tread pattern. With suspension, we've got the Bilstein shocks, so 2-inch all round, 2-inch springs, King springs. These are a little bit rated, so they're 50 to 100 kilos, just because I've got the bull bar. So yeah, being 2-inch, it does look a little bit higher than a 2-inch, but yeah, so to do it properly with any 2-inch, that's what I wanted to do. That was the goal. So I've got the Super Pro radius arms, so you can see they're beautiful. So they're a lot stronger, pretty light, almost the same weight, and what they do is obviously they caster correct. And so the diff, normally when you lift it, it sort of leans forward, and so these sort of keep it a bit more straight, and also pushes the wheel out a little bit, because when you lift it up, the wheel wants to come inwards. So that's a proper way to do any 2-inch or more. In my opinion, if you're going to do it proper. Get your caster correction. Either, not really a fan of plates or diff box drops, or whatever they're called. Yeah, the only way to do it proper is with proper caster correction arms, radius arms. So previous owner had this suspension damper, EFS. It was in still pretty looks pretty new, so I just kept it. And I've also done panhard rods, which is another must. So front and rear panhard rods. So obviously the panhard rods just center the drive line or the diff, so that one side isn't poking out. Obviously when you lift the car, the whole diff wants to go, in this case, towards the driver's side. And yeah, that's the proper way to do it. And this car honestly drives like a dream. It handles, it feels pretty much like OEM. So out the back as well, you can see Bilstein shocks and King springs. These rear springs are, I think they were 100 to 250 kilo rating. So it's not the most, but you know, my setup's pretty light. I don't have drawers or rear bar. So I think that is the right load rating for what I have. So it's important you get the right load rating. You know, there's no point going 500 kilos when the car isn't, you know, carrying that much weight. So yeah, this car, I've weighed it a few times, probably not in the latest setting. Yeah, without the seats and with me in the car, it was about 2,650 kilos, which is pretty light. I know a lot of guys with these 105s or even 100 series, they're close to the 3, probably more than 3 tons. But you got to remember the GVM for these 105s are 3.18 tons. So most guys would be pretty much overloaded with drawers, rear bar, 2 spare tires, rooftop tent. Yeah, so crazy. And yeah, so this is a lightweight setup. Probably that's how I like it, because it performs better on sand, off-roading, and just on the road. Easier to overtake, better on fuel. As you know, 1FZ guys, we're always worried about fuel. But yeah, no, I like this setup. I like that it's, you know, I can just, when I'm finished camping, I can just put the rear seats back in, and then it just pretty much looks OEM. Can take everyone, friends, family, whoever, to the airport. Fit luggage in the back, which you can't really do if you got drawers. And then have it set up to go camping on a long trip, whatever. So yeah, keep it simple, do the right thing. If you're going 2-inch lift or more, you got to do the right thing. Do the right mods to get your car handling great. Spend money in the right places. Don't waste it on useless things like spotlights. Spend it on fuel, so you can get out. And look where we are, out in the Nullarbor. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for listening to my rig rundown. And yeah, there's plenty more to come this year, or 2026. Probably be looking at a rear bar, and to be honest, just more trips. Yeah, what else did I forget? Oh, just the exhaust. Nice little muffler. Old one, or previously it was just a bit rusty, so got that. And of course, I really like this OEM spoiler. That was a bargain from Toyota. It was, I think, $110 $10. And honestly, just with the late model taillights, shaved badges, I think the car, in my opinion, looks sexy as it looks sleek. And you know, it's a bit dirty right now, but when it's all cleaned up, it looks amazing. So yeah, so go the 100 series. Pretty much the best Landcruiser ever made. 105, 100 series, all of them came with the best looking design, in my opinion. And they probably, you know, these 105s, solid axles, last of the Landcruisers with the solid axles, as in, you know, the station wagon series. So yeah, these are definitely the OG, the best. So yeah, if you got a 105, mate, look after it, keep it, take care of it, keep it clean, wipe down your interiors, keep everything nice and clean. And yeah, let's just have a quick look inside. Sorry about the mess, but yeah, just got the Pioneer head unit, manual, pretty much it. Love these seat covers, they're from Super Trim. So yeah, maybe I'll look at getting Recaras, or what's that other brand, Scheisenman, Schliemann, whatever it's called. They look pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it, mate. Just keep the car clean and enjoy it. That's the main thing. Get out there, spend your money on fuel, and yeah, enjoy the bush. Let's go.